Hi everyone, welcome back to Alexis University. Today we're going to be talking about grades and if they really matter and why they really matter. So they do matter. Let's just get straight to the point. They do matter, and the reason why is because number one, you want to be in a place where no matter what your grades are, you can always get to the next level. So one thing for me is that when I first started off college, I've told you all this before, my grades weren't that great. And so for me, I wanted to be a physical therapist at first. And to get into PT school, your GPA has to be a 3.2. I wasn't even close. So that's one reason why I say grades matter, because they can help you get to the next point in your life. And I mean, they have different ways to get into graduate school where you can write a letter and say, like, this is why I struggled in school because I was also involved in X, Y, and Z, and that's kind of why I fell off. But in order for you to not have to, kind of explain why your grades fell off, just have good grades. I mean, it's just that simple. Just have those good grades to begin with. Another reason why having good grades is important is because of scholarships. So a lot of times people have like merit-based scholarship. They have financial-based scholarship. You just never know what that scholarship will want you to have. So in order for you to qualify for more scholarships, grades. People are always looking for people who have good grades and scholarships. Now, there are some scholarships that'll say, we want those people who are more involved in school, but they still have an okay GPA. But if you have good grades to begin with, then you're not eliminating yourself from all the scholarships that you could be getting if your grades were at a 3.5 or a 3.2 instead of having it at that 2.7. Like I said, there are some scholarships that will say, like, we want those students who have a 2.7, but they're also super involved in classes and stuff like that. But at the same time, you also don't want to eliminate yourself from those scholarships that only want those students who have good grades. One thing to note as well is getting good grades is not everything, but if your grades are not where you want them to be, get help. Don't be ashamed to say, hey, I'm struggling with this class. I need to go to office hours, because a lot of times I feel like people are so interested in or they care about what other people are going to say about them. But I mean, it's your life. You have to live with your grades being bad if that's what they turn out to be because you didn't want to get help. You'll have to live with not getting that scholarship you wanted because they required a 3.0 GPA and you're at 2.95 and they don't round up. So if you know that you need help, just literally go to office hours and get help. Make sure you're in a space and a mind to receive the help. So you might think that you know what's going on, but in reality you don't. So make sure you're in a space, in a headspace to receive the help that you need. Even if it's from someone in the class, try to go to them first, and then once they explain things, you can go to your office hours and say, hey, this is what I understand so far. Can you just kind of explain this to me a little bit more? And don't tell them that it's for your grades. Just tell them that you're really interested in what's going on, because a lot of times teachers know, like, those students who come to office hours mid-semester or close to the end of the semester, they're really just going because at this point they just care about getting a good grade. And you don't want to be that student that goes to office hours 3/4 of the way of the semester is over and your teacher's like, okay, there's not really anything I can do for you at this point. So if you go to office hours at the beginning, as soon as you start struggling, you just say, hey, I don't understand this. And if they say, what don't you understand? I mean, sometimes you just have to say everything, and then they just have to break down like what they've been going over in class. That's why if you go earlier in the year, they'll say, okay, we're only 2 lessons in. Let's kind of start from the beginning and work our way as quickly as possible, but still thoroughly, so that I can get you to where you need to be for the next class. And then if you continue to go into office hours and they can see that, you really care about learning the material and not about the grade. And I think that's what helps people's grades actually get better. And that's when teachers will say, hey, I know they're at this 2.95. I can round this up as a teacher because they've been coming to office hours since the semester started. They've been showing me that they're trying to learn everything that they can. They've been going to study groups. They've been going to learning centers to get that extra help. I'm going to round their grade up because I see that they've been putting in that extra work. You won't even have to ask the teacher, are you going to round grades up this semester? Most of the time they'll do it because they see the work that you've been putting into the class. Again, like I said, don't wait till the last minute in the semester to get help. Don't wait till 3/4 of the way. Don't wait till the last grade is going to come out or the last exam and you say, hey, I need help. And the teacher's like, well, what do you need help with? Is it one little concept that you don't understand? And you're like, no, I kind of don't understand everything you've been talking about. And now at this point, there's not a lot that they can do for you. You know you're going to have to retake this class, and that's just sometimes the reality of the situation if you wait till the end. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at info@alexisuniversity.com, and I'll be sure to answer back to you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.